Hello there, my name is Katie Wennett and I'm part of the IB-DP program at Venice High. This is Mrs. Jones. She is our beloved IB coordinator and also our IB Literature Year 1 teacher. I had her as a junior and this is what her typical classroom looks like. In between her room there is a room that we call the IB Student Lounge, where it serves as a productive space for us students to do homework if we have a free class period during the day. As you can see, this is Danielle and this is Alberto. Alberto is currently working on homework and Danielle is showing off her amazing IB shirt. So this is everyone in there right now, and I'm going to bring Alberto along for this tour. Down the hall from Mrs. Jones's classroom, we have Mrs. Stinson's classroom. Mrs. Stinson teaches IB Math at the HL level, and following her we have Dr. V, who teaches IB Psychology at the SL and HL level. Across from Dr. V's classroom, we have the IB info board, where it shows us upcoming due dates, reminders, and scholarships. Following down the hallway, we have our beloved history teacher, Mr. Tobacco, who teaches IB History of the Americas and Contemporary History. And this is one of our IB students, Bryce. This is Mrs. Ops' room. She teaches IB Lang and Lit for the career program students. And also down the hall, we have a circulation room that serves as a functional hallway, but it also is an interactive space for all students on our campus. And this is Mrs. Mops' room. She teaches IB Literature Year 2, and I currently have her as a senior. And also we're going to one of the most fun classrooms, and this is our science lab. Now we are entering one of our science labs. This is Mr. Case, who teaches IB Physics, and this is what his classroom looks like. He has lab tables, sinks, a shower in the back, and a fire blanket just in case he needs it. He's currently doing an exciting demonstration. Down the hall from Mr. Case's classroom, we have Mrs. Lash's classroom. Mrs. Lash teaches medical to the IB career program students, and her class is very large, one side of it being a science lab and the other side being a functional classroom. In the back, she also has equipment needed if she needs to do simulations with her medical students. This is Mrs. Lash. Now Albert and I are headed to the admin. In the admin, we have Mrs. Bartlett, who is our IB guidance counselor, and she works with all our scheduling as she makes our courses, and she's there whenever we need any help. Now we are headed to our math teacher, Mr. McCutcheon, and he teaches IB Math Analysis and Approaches SL. Down the hallway, we are headed to Mrs. Addy. Her classroom is very similar to that of Mr. Case's. She also teaches IB Chemistry, and then we are headed down the stairs. To our right, we have Mr. Donovan, who teaches IB Math Analysis and Interpretations, SL. And down the hall, we have Mrs. Firmo, who teaches IB Psychology. And also, further down, we have Mrs. Meyer, our IB Career Programs Coordinator. Further down the hallway, we have Mr. Crocker, who teaches IB Language and Literature to the seniors. And then over here, we have Mrs. Matini, who teaches IB Theory of Knowledge to the juniors. Over here, we have Senora Corso's classroom. She is one of our Spanish teachers. And then we are entering another circulation room. Down the circulation room, we're going to see Senora Cintarelli. This is our wall of projects. And this is Senora Cintarelli's classroom, who I currently have. Now we are going to be taking a trip outside, and you get to see our lovely campus. This is our Venice High outdoor campus. And we're going to be taking a trip downstairs to the first floor to see more IB classrooms. Luckily today we had really nice weather. Here is our lovely campus right here. And this is our hallway. We are going to go to Mrs. Woodard's classroom. Her classroom is going to be very similar to that of Mr. Case's, and she teaches IB Biology at the higher level. And this is our literature wall. We are entering her classroom right now, and currently she is teaching her pre-IB kids, and this is what her classroom looks like. It's very decorative, and she is having an interactive presentation with them. There's Mrs. Woodard, and we are going to head next door to Miss DeVries, who happens to also be her sister, and she teaches PPS for the career program students. She has a very similar classroom as well because she also is our anatomy and physiology teacher. Down the hall, we have Mr. Shannon's engineering classroom, and he teaches engineering for the career program students, and he has 3D printers, computers, everything you need to be successful in the engineering program. Outside his door is a beautiful view of the campus. Here we have Dr. Henson Dacey, who teaches IB art, and she also is one of our theory of knowledge teachers as well. Here's some artwork that she shows off on her campus. So this is what our IB art classroom looks like. Upstairs of the same building, we are in a separate building now, is our media center. This is where our library and our online classrooms take place in. It is very large. And then over here, we are headed to building 5, which we call our VPAC, that stands for Venice Performing Arts Center. In this building, this is where all our IB music classes take place in. Whether it's orchestra, band, or chorus, they are all in this building. So we're going to take a look inside and we're going to see how large it is. And these are our hallways right here. In here we have our orchestra. Down the hall we have our band. In here we have our chorus classrooms. These classrooms are designed a very specific way to really enhance the students' instruments and voices. And last but not least, we have our VPAC. Our IB music teachers and students work hard all year to fill up these seats and perform in front of all these people. And that concludes our tour of Venice High School focused on our IB program. I hope you enjoy.